Alright, so this is the 2014 Dodge Charger. It's Dodge's flagship car, and it's got a lot of good things going for it, from the iconic Charger name all the way to the legendary Hemi engines that come in this one. It's got a really pronounced grille in the front. Dodge has come a long way in recent years with their technology. They have the HID headlights in many of their models. This one starts at the RT level with the HID headlights. This is the SRT 392 limited edition model, so this is the top of the line. Some other styling features on this one. You can see it has the black grille. That is a option on many of the models. Starting with the RT package, you can get the black grille. The spoiler, you can start getting that on the SXT package. It's part of an appearance group. This one has the dual rear exhaust. Most of the models are going to have the dual rear trapezoidal rear exhaust, which is kind of iconic. Also with the LED taillights, that's also an iconic racetrack tail lamps. There's 164 LEDs in those. So that's a really cool feature. When you're behind a Charger, you know it's a Charger. Just because of those taillights. This one has a lot of special features. You have the 20-inch black vapor chrome wheels on this one. This one comes with the 6.4-liter Hemi engine. And Brock's going to tell us a little bit more about the engines that come in these vehicles.
Alright, so with the Charger, especially the SRT, this one being specific 392, all the SRTs you are going to be looking at a 6.4-liter Hemi engine. In this one, it's going to have 470 horsepower, 470 foot-pounds of torque. With that, all the SRTs are only going to be rear-wheel drive, which is a major question on a lot of the vehicles when people are talking about rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive options in the vehicle. Also in the SRT, especially this one, a couple other things you're going to notice as you go around the vehicle with interior features is you're going to have the badging stitched in the seats. The seats alone are going to be a leather out-based seat with the suede insert in them. As you go towards the center a little bit, you are going to see it's going to have the heated and cooled cup holders. It's going to have the white stitching around every interior trim piece as you go all the way around, even transferring that over to the doors. On your interior trim panels, you are going to see the silver carbon fiber look-alike interior on it. It's also going to have the 8.4 screen inside of the car. Believe when you talk about Chargers and you talk about the 8.4, all of them but the SE, right, is going to come standard with the 8.4.
The SXT is where it starts standard for the 8.4.
Right. So with that, as you go, a couple things Brett did touch on the exterior of the vehicle. When you talk about this specific one in general, the 392, you are going to have the black accents. He did talk about the spoiler. You do have the roof that goes over the hood. For the hood scoop, it is a functioning air dam hood scoop. So it is going to pull and get rid of some of the heat transfer in the vehicle. One of the other options you're going to see as you go on the vehicle would be the adaptive cruise. That is something that is not offered on all vehicles, especially something that is something that a lot of consumers don't know about. With the adaptive cruise control, you're going to have 3 different settings. You're going to be able to choose it in a period of seconds. A lot of people assume it's based off of car length. It's actually based off of seconds. So if you were to cross a light pole and you counted seconds, you could actually choose between 1 and 3 of where you wanted that to be positioned on the vehicle. Brett did mention the 20-inch vapor chrome wheels. On those, you are going to have a 245 series tire that is going to be for the front and the rear. It used to be a staggered setup on the older SRTs, and now it would be standard 245s for the front and the rear options for changing and doing tire rotations, things like that, if you needed to. Other than that, you are going to have different color packages offered. Probably know a little bit more about the colors. So you're going to have the purple, you're going to have the red in the 392 specials.
Right.
And then, what are the other colors that are offered in the 392?
The Hemi orange.
Hemi orange. Okay.
Gold, silver, white.
There you
Silver,
go.
white. There are a ton of... Now, as far as safety goes on these vehicles, this is an Insurance Institute Highway Safety Top Pick Award. It's been awarded that several times in the past couple of years. It comes with a ton of safety features. Once again, the HID headlights. They're going to shine farther, they're going to shine brighter. You also have the HID fog lights as opposed to normal halogen lights. Once again, at a different level, they're going to shine farther and brighter. This has what's called ready assist braking and also rain assist braking. And what that rain assist does is when you have the windshield wipers on, it's going to put the pads closer to the rotors. So it not only keeps them drier, but it's more ready to be braking. Also with ready assist braking, what that is if it senses that you're pushing on that pedal hard, it's going to consider that an emergency braking situation and apply the maximum amount of braking to the vehicle. Now as far as other safety features, you do have the standard airbags, side curtain airbags, which is, it's pretty much standard on every car, but it's nice to know that you have it. This one also has the rear cross path detection and the blind spot monitoring system. So if somebody's in your lane, you go to move over, it's going to light up and alert you. Brock touched on the adaptive cruise control. That's going to keep you, like if somebody slows down in front of you and maybe you're not paying attention, you got kids in the car, it's going to slow you down to the pace that they're going. Not that you should not be paying attention to what you're doing, but it's just another little help. And it'll also alert you if you're coming too close up to a vehicle. It'll alert you with a tone in the car and a visual warning on the screen. The reverse sensors, they go up to 6.5 feet behind the car to let you know that something's back there. Now as far as packages go, there's about 9 different packages if you really want to get technical about it. You have SC, you have SXT, SXT Plus, you have RT, RT Plus, RT Road and Track, RT Max, SRT Super B, and SRT. And then of course you have the SRT 392, which is a limited edition, only 392 made. Brock pointed out some of the cool style and features on those, and it also has the badging on the front, which tells you your number of vehicle made. Now the 6.4 and 5.7 is going to have the 5-speed transmission. That's good. They also have fuel saver technology on the Hemi engines, and that's where the Hemi starts as the RT package. And you're going to get the 5.7 with the fuel saver technology. What that does is it turns off 4 of the cylinders on the highway. So you have the 370 horsepower power when you need it, and then you have the fuel economy on the highway when you don't really need it, when you're just cruising. All the other ones are going to have the 3.6 liter, starting with the SE, and you're also going to have the SXT and the SXT Plus, which come standard with the 3.6 liter and the 8-speed transmission. Now with those in an all-wheel drive form, you're going to get up to 27 miles per gallon on the highway, which is really good for a full-size sedan. And the all-wheel drive system, that is a smart system. There's no driver interaction, so you're going to have rear-wheel drive when you're not using the all-wheel drive system. It disconnects the drive shaft so that you're only using the rear-wheel drive. Now when it automatically will go into all-wheel drive if it senses a stability moment where you're losing traction. It'll also turn on when the weather gets below 36 degrees. And it will also go on when you turn the windshield wipers on. So there's several different ways that this system starts, but when you're not using it, it's not turning all that extra metal, extra wheels, brakes, and all that extra stuff that'll slow your momentum and hurt your fuel mileage. 3.6 liter has 292 horsepower, and that bumps up to 300 horsepower when you add the blacktop, rally, or redline package, because it'll give you a cold air intake, and that bumps it up to 300 horsepower. So The interior, you're going to have a ton of technology, Bluetooth connection, all the safety features. The 8.4, like Brock said, comes standard on the SXT and above. And you know, it is our flagship car because there are so many trim packages, so many options, so many ways you can build this car and put it together. You can really make it fit your needs and wants and color desires, and it's just so diversified. And that's not even touching on the low power accessories that you can get for it, which can really allow you to customize it the way you want. That's the 2014 Charger.